What's up, guys? Flippin' Steve back with another video and some random thoughts and lots of shadows on my face, which is good because that means you don't have to see it. You just have to hear my voice.
Little should have been gone.
Anyway, headed to work. I know where's the suit and tie. It's in my backpack because I'm going to use the casino gym before I work my shift tonight. So, I'm going to get in a little workout.
That guy is stupid.
Go to work, and I got the next couple days off. I gotta go to work. Don't be sad. I have the next 2 days off, which means we can do something fun. In this video, I'm actually going to talk about flipping cards, which is something that I have not done in a while, flipping or talking much about it. Now, I have been buying cards, but a lot of them have been for myself. Got some packages for my collection and things like that. Got the Rich Eisen on-card auto from the Topps Mayo set that is not Topps Allen and Ginter. It's very similar. I believe they only did this set for 1 year. On-card auto. Funny thing is, I bought one of these a while back and I sold it at Atlanta Culture Collision for 50 bucks. I had bought it for 25 and doubled my money. Really missed the card. Want to put it back into my collection and picked this one up for 30. So at the end of the day, I ended up paying like $5 for this PC card. But I'm sitting back and I'm watching the AFC Championship game yesterday. The NFC Championship game, of course, was on before that. And I'm like, Steve, this is the time of year that if you are going to prospect or if you're going to try to make a play on some young quarterbacks, it's now. It is always now. It's always during these late run of playoff games, the week to 2 weeks before the Super Bowl, that you really want to start trying to decide on if you want to target any young quarterbacks that may have some hype based around them going back into the following season. So going into this 2025 season, is there anybody out there that I think is going to have some media hype?
Bueller.
Or some team hype?
Bueller.
Or some talent hype?
Bueller.
Or anything that may cause their market to see the needle move a little bit. I'm not the type of person that targets the obvious players because then that is going to cost you more money. I'm more conservative. I like to take guys that a lot of people aren't thinking about, aren't looking at. They're really out of the spotlight, but I believe they still have a chance to have talent. And I have to put a lot into my thought process because, I'm going to put my money out. And unlike a lot of your favorite YouTube vloggers and flippers and card sellers, my bills are coming at the end of the month. I'm not going to be able to crawl back to my parents and get their money.
We want that donut money.
I'm not flipping cards with my parents' money.
We want that donut money.
And I'm not paying my bills with my parents' money.
We want that donut money.
Not that I'm hating on anybody out there that does it that way. It's just that it's more risky when you're spending your own money as opposed to whether it's your parents' money or a sponsor's money or another company's money. It's coming out of your pocket. You're working hard for your money and you want to make smart decisions with your money. And with that being said, really gambling on sports cards is not a smart decision. But when you use the word gamble, you're also looking at the entertainment/fun aspect of it. And I have decided that I do want to have a little bit fun with it this year. Last year, I did hit on at least 3 quarterbacks that I was buying at the end of December and through January. You guys follow the channel. I did well on Kyler Murray. I did well on Justin Fields. I did well on Sam Darnold. And those were all guys that weren't necessarily popular coming into the season. I just tried to think ahead and be like, okay, Justin Fields is probably going to move teams. It's going to generate hype. It happened with Pittsburgh. Kyler Murray is going to get a top wide receiver in the draft. It's going to generate hype. Marvin Harrison Jr., he may not have played great. They may not have looked great together, but it generated hype before they play, right? Before they play, very important. And third was Sam Darnold landing the starting job with the Vikings once J.J. McCarthy got hurt. His cards got some buzz. And to be quite honest, I sold my Sam Darnold cards early. I left a lot of money on the table, but no regrets because I did make money. A lot of times when you try to get greedy and squeeze out every dollar, it will end up biting you in the ass. I do have a quarterback that I did pick up last year that is a loss. Just wait until I finally put that stack of crap in a video. But with having 3 winners and 1 loss, I still did well. So I'm going to take some of that money this year, and I have decided that I am going to go ahead and try to pick out 1, 2 at the most young quarterbacks that I think are bounce back candidates I really don't want to get in too deep, and I don't want to have a lot of inventory that I'm going to have to move. So I'm really going to look for a couple nice key cards of a couple guys that I think could bounce back, and leave myself some room to make money on just hype, but also buy in at the right time, because timing is super key, because it's going to decide price point a lot of times. And when you get in at the right price point, even when you take your losses, they're minimal because you're not invested too deep. So that's just some of my random thoughts on that. I do have a couple players in mind. I'm not really going to get into that in this video. I have actually already bought one nice card. It hasn't arrived in the mail, but when it does, I'll show you guys.
Oh shit, we got another package too.
And I will put out a video a little bit later on the quarterbacks that I decided to go with, whether it was one, whether it was two. Show you guys some of my price points, some more of my thought process. Whether I'm buying them raw to at least try to inflate the price with grading, or if I'm buying them in cheap slabs because I just think that the natural hype around the National and having stuff to take to the trade nights will give me a chance to just flip those slabs up, because some of these cards are just going to get natural increase due to buzz. Whether you buy them slabbed or buy them raw. I know some people out there say you can't buy graded cards and flip them and make money. That's completely false. If you do it correctly, you can do it. You just can't overpay. In fact, if you look, like I stated, now is the time to buy because of the decline of some of the quarterbacks, even some of the ones that have been most recently hyped. If you look at this time last year, CJ Stroud was all the talk. And as of right now, he's not. Why is that? Because now Jaden Daniels is the flavor of the month, or the flavor of the season. But even a post that came out today from Sports Card Investor on Instagram shows the downward spiral right now of the base prism of Jaden Daniels, as it was once a $1,000 card. It was even ridiculously a $2,500 card. I don't believe that sale to save my life.
You can't handle the truth.
But now it's hovering around that $600 mark. Guys, this happens every year. It's trends, it's cycles, and it always happens. And if you know how to get in and out of these windows at the right time and at the right prices, you can still be successful flipping cards, whether you buy them raw and get them graded to inflate the value, or whether you buy them already graded and the work's already done for you. Your profit margin might be a little bit smaller, but natural buzz around the game and around the players will drive them up, even if it's only 15 to 20%. But again, be safe. Don't go buying players when they're at their peak. I remember being on an elevator at Culture Collision with a couple younger collectors and flippers. This was in January of 2024, I believe. It was just last year. And I asked them what they were buying, because at the time I was looking for Kyler Murray, which ended up being a successful flip. And they told me that Kyler Murray was done. He was over with. There was no opportunity there. They said they were putting all their money into CJ Stroud. And I hope for them that they sold those CJ Stroud cards, because now is the time to buy someone like a CJ Stroud, right? If you believe in that player. I'm not saying that's who I'm going to go with, but the window is open on some of these players, and it's going to close. It'll close really quickly, because I'm not the only person with this mindset. This is not my original thoughts. This is the way that I think, but there's lots of other people out there that think the same way. It's not just me. So this isn't Steve's flipping strategy 101. He's the best. He's the only one that does it this way. No, that's not true. But you're going to have to beat the crowd to some of these cards, because when we start rolling into draft season, the buzz is going to pick up. It's going to die throughout the summer. It's going to pick up at the National, and then it's going to carry into the NFL season. You're already going to want to be holding your stash when that happens. And I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and do it. Pick up a couple cards of some younger quarterbacks, see what happens. If I lose, I lose, guys. I can afford to lose. I'm playing with house money at this point. If you have to pick between buying a quarterback card that you want to flip and paying your electric bill, pay your goddamn electric bill first, all right? Unless you can go crawling back to mom and dad when you don't make the mortgage.
Mom, can you get me some Weight Gain 4000?
Okay, Eric. I'll get you some at the store tomorrow.
But Mom, I need it for tomorrow.
Anyway, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'm arriving to the casino now. You might be able to see it in the background. And I will be putting out some videos coming up showing you more what I'm doing as we approach the National and the stash of cards that I want to try to buy to get there. It may not be many, because it's hard negotiating prices with people right now. People want top dollar.
How much I owe you, man?
$11,000.
And you can't pay top dollar in this game
Chop was $8, man.
if you want to make $1.
That's the whole price.
All right, I'll see you guys next time, and we'll talk about the national giveaway. Got some news coming up on that. Take it easy. Take care of yourself. Like and subscribe on your way out. All that good shizzle. And I'll see you next time. Are you recharging? Are you getting a solar recharge?